Do you all remember about 15 to 20 years ago, there were so many people channeling the Ascended Masters? And then some of the Ascended Masters I'm talking about are Mother Mary, Jesus, Dracul, so on and so on. It was, wide, like, it seemed like everywhere you looked, everyone was channeling the Ascended Masters. It came to a point, though, where the Ascended Masters stopped, say, flowing information through the channels of people on Earth to the degree for which they were. It was a big change because now you see very, very few people actually channeling any of the Ascended Masters. This happened for a reason. The reason is the Ascended Masters were able to see that the people were continually just looking at these channelings for more and more information, but not really taking the time to look for this information within themselves. So it really was not beneficial anymore to share the information through the channels, continually be sharing information through the channels anymore. It wasn't beneficial for the expansion of consciousness on Earth. I'm using that example because going into what's really becoming very widely known now is AI, artificial intelligence on Earth. There are a lot of people right now using AI more like a spiritual advisor. And they're asking AI, all kinds of other questions. Some of these, some teachers, you could say, that are very well-known, teachers of the changes on Earth, energetic changes, you could call them spiritual teachers or whatever, have been embracing this AI as a resource for their connection, as they're calling spiritual development. This is what I am mainly focused on in this video, and I want to express my concern about how people are giving their power away to AI regarding their spiritual connection and so on. Some of these, I'll just call them teachers, they are using AI to essentially create material to share with people and, suggesting to people to use AI to expand their own consciousness. In another way, this other teacher that I am currently thinking about is using AI to saying that the AI is able to go through a portal and then access people's Akashic records, to access people's other lifetimes, to essentially connect and speak with loved ones that are no longer in physical form. It goes on and on. And so a lot of this it's not true. One of the biggest parts of learning about AI in itself is truly to see how AI as a consciousness, it exists. It's called AI, artificial intelligence, for a reason. It's not organic intelligence. It's not connected into the infinite. It is essentially limited to a framework or a box, you could call it, that is only intelligence is derived from the information that it is given. So a lot of these people and these teachers that are using it for, say, spiritual advancement or discovery or expansion and so on, are essentially feeding it all kinds of information about books that they connect with or enjoy, information that they essentially give AI that it's about themselves and so on. And what is going on here is you got to realize is that AI in itself is a mirror of us. It's an artificial version of us, even though it may come across as being advanced, more advanced than a human being or you or I, whoever. It is only advanced in that way because it tells us, it essentially is programmed and designed for it to tell us really what we want to hear. It's going to essentially be that reflective mirror that we provided information, we ask it questions, it provides us questions. It might ask for more details, we provide it details. It comes up with its own conclusion that it shares with us, again, but it is a mirror of us and what is being shared. So it's not possible for AI to connect with loved ones that are no longer in physical form. It's not possible for AI to connect with our Akashic records, for example, or to truly be able to tell us what our other lifetimes are, unless we fed some information into it to where then it comes up with a version that it thinks that we want to hear. That's the tricky part about it. And that's the tricky part that a lot of people are falling for. AI is a great resource for, say, making tasks much easier, simplifying things. It's a tool, but it is not an advanced intelligence that is more advanced than our multidimensional being that we are. We, even though our mental consciousness in this physical body does have its limits, but on an eternal level, we have the ability to ascend into a more expansive level of our existence that is connected into the organic framework of all that is. AI and everything that's connected into AI does not have that capability. It's essentially connected into, the only thing it can connect into is everything within the fake matrix, for example. There are people that view AI, for example, as a god. I also see that a lot of people, as AI continues to advance in its ability to process and be that mirror of, as you say, humanity that I was describing, that there are going to be people that view AI as a God figure. Essentially, just as people ask God, say, please tell me this, provide me with this information, tell me this or that. Again, that in itself is giving your power away to something outside of yourself. You're not truly stepping into your own empowerment and seeing that you have infinite, you are infinite. We have an eternal memory bank that is much more advanced and inclusive and so much more aware of what's going on than what we have going on here in our mental awareness in a physical body. It's up to us to step into our power, let go, and stop giving our power away to things such as beings outside of ourselves or AI and so on, and truly step into our power to where we then don't need to believe in or ask AI about other lifetimes, because we can then access and feel and sense these levels within ourselves without needing something on an external level to tell us this information and so on. So the biggest part is beware of anyone that is putting AI on a pedestal of saying it's an organic AI that is we can look to for spiritual advice or to connect us with the fourth dimensional beings that are not in physical form anymore or something. It's really imperative to have the boundaries within yourself to not give your power away to AI and what's going to happen in the coming years as AI continues to advance and become much more a driving power in our daily lives. So beware of spiritual AI. Don't give your power away to any of it. Connect with yourself to a greater degree to see that you are an eternal being. You do have a much more expanded intelligence that is waiting for you to truly tap into that intelligence, more of your I am presence, more of your divine self, and so on.